having the weather here and all this Queensland sun, it just seemed to be a total waste to us not to use that to save money, save the environment. So we're not dependent upon coal burning electricity power stations, so that the sun can do the job for us. After moving here and seeing a huge consumption of body corporate power, we needed to do something about it. So we investigated solar panelling, and after talking to the experts, we now have 60 solar panels, which are 16 kilowatts in total. About 18 months, 2 years we've had it here. The sad part about it is that we were being paid originally 17 cents and the power companies have now reduced us down to 11 cents. And so we feel as if we should take steps to try and harness this power so that we, as the 8 units, as well as the body corporate, could use that power in preference to sending it back to the grid.
The problem here was that we've had the body corporate put 16 kilowatts of solar on the roof. We have body corporate loads such as the lift, the lighting in the garage, the pool area services. And we wanted to fund that with the solar. So all of the 8 units put in even amounts to get 16 kilowatts of solar on the roof, and that quite effectively funds the body corporate's loads. However, we do have quite a bit of export going over the top of that, and that export goes back out into the grid and then in through the internal revenue meters of the apartments. We're getting penalised for our own self-consumption from the solar system that the body corporate paid to install. So in order to rectify that, we're taking the onus of the metering upon ourselves, metering everyone internally and rewarding people for consumption that coincides with solar. By doing that, we're benefiting everyone, we're benefiting the body corporate grid. Essentially, we've got our own little microgrid here, rather than, instead of the solar getting exported through the poles and wires and then back in a big U-turn, we're actually using it internally and metering it internally and then exporting afterwards. So it's on an internal use first basis.
The excess electricity which we're producing, we want to be able to harness that by way of distributing it to the 8 unit holders to be able to use it and not waste any part of that sunlight and power that we're producing.